Coming from a structured environment, I think I had a 180-degree flip here at Mesa. So I like implementing things. I like getting my hands dirty, which is why I preferred the startup ecosystem in the first place. I found exactly what I was looking for. I've gone through the intricacies of how a business is built. The learning curve is faster at a curriculum like this. I knew where my areas of improvement were, and I got the support that I needed from Mesa. Everything that I've done at Mesa has contributed to the current role that I am at Zomato.
Hi everybody. Today we have Jaydev from our founding cohort here on campus with us. He's sharing his journey while his time at Mesa as well as what he's doing now. Welcome back to campus, Jaydev.
Thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much. Happy to be here.
It's always great to have you back. I know you've moved to Hyderabad now, but it's not too far, so keep coming back. And thank you for spending time today to share about your journey at Mesa. And so just to, for everybody's context, what are you doing now?
So since the past 1 month, I've been working with Zomato in their customer experience team. I'm heading their Hyderabad operations as a part of their customer experience.
Got it. So customer experience as in, when we have a problem with our order, we raise a complaint, and it comes to you.
Usually we land under a chatbot, and that's how behind the scenes we are running the show there.
Got it. Yeah. All right. So next time when we have a problem, we know who to go to.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So it's always almost been 18 months. If you look back now, when you decided or thought about applying to Mesa, become part of the founding cohort.
Yeah.
Thinking back, what do you think was the motivation? What was the reason for you to join Mesa?
Actually 18 months, and now that you said it, I didn't realize it until then, but I was given my past experience, I was always a part of the structured
you were in Deloitte, right?
Yeah, I was with Deloitte and EY, both, and I was working there for about 2.5 years, and at a point I realized that I wanted different things from life. I wanted to be in a fast-paced environment. I wanted to solve problems at a consumer-facing level. And I wanted to work with smart folks. So given these career choices that I had in my mind, I think startup ecosystem fit in very well. And I was exploring options as to how do I break into this ecosystem while I was also pursuing MBA as an option. That's when Mesa happened. I think I came across Mesa through a friend of mine, and I reached out to you and Varun over LinkedIn, and that's how the journey started at Mesa. What I seek from Mesa was essentially, once I decided that I wanted to break into the startup ecosystem, there are certain skill set gaps that I had in my personality and from a technical standpoint. I wanted to fill those gaps. I also wanted to upskill myself from a startup ecosystem perspective, which is why the leap of faith at Mesa I had happened to take it, and here I am, 18 months down the line.
So basically, to summarize, you're saying that you got excited about the startup ecosystem. You wanted to find a way to break into it. And then you realize that there are a bunch of things you need to learn first, in terms of about the ecosystem plus the skills that you have.
Yeah.
And you didn't feel that the traditional options that you had, maybe because of, you had great brands. So I'm sure a bunch of traditional great business schools were also available to you. You didn't feel that they would do the same thing for you?
Inherently, I think I've been a more hands-on person. What do I mean by that? I wanted a curriculum which also, while it gave me the perks of the classroom learning that it has, I also wanted it to apply it simultaneously. So I was looking for a curriculum of that sorts, and that's when I came across Mesa. Honestly, I'm a person who learn quickly when I implement. So I like implementing things. I like getting my hands dirty, which is why I preferred the startup ecosystem in the first place. And at Mesa, I found exactly what I was looking for. The curriculum at Mesa was built in a way that while we had our classroom learning going on at the side, we were also building at the same time, applying what we learned in the morning classroom in the afternoon along with the team. And as a part of that, I think I got to learn a lot. I never imagined that I'd built a build a startup. But I happened to build one. I built a Zomato of sorts for Mesa students here. And that was a great learning experience. So in a nutshell, I think application-based learning is a necessity now. I don't think gone are the days where we sit in the classroom and we grasp things and then head to the corporate world. While that is important, it's also the learning curve is faster at a curriculum like this.
Got it. So if you were to look back on your last year at Mesa, what would be the top two or the two most I would say, most important experiences for you that you think allowed you to learn the fastest?
Sure. I think I come from a traditional family background where generations have been serving in the corporate sector. I don't come from a family background of a family business. For me, that changed. So here at Mesa, like I mentioned, I built a Zomato of sorts for Mesa students, and the experience was phenomenal. I've gone through the intricacies of how a business is built from scratch, and while solving for a problem statement which the consumers care about, also handling operations at the side, and also catering to the external environments that I needed to comply with. So all in all, building a business from the scratch was that was something that I never did in my life before, and that experience gave me a lot of insights and a lot of inside outside in view of things. So that's how that's the first takeaway from Mesa. Second, I think, as I mentioned, in continuation to breaking into the startup ecosystem, I needed a certain skill set of gap that has to be filled. And I also wanted to experience the fast-paced environment while working with these driven folks. And that's exactly what I took back from Mesa. So at Mesa, when I remember the day one when I joined in, at first day itself, we were hoarded with so many assignments. All of us in our study groups were sipping our coffees late night, 3 a.m. I remember the first assignment. I was sitting with my study group at 3 a.m. brainstorming ideas for the presentation that we had that morning. And apart from that, we also had on hands challenges, sales challenges, right? So at Mesa again, the learning that happened here was more holistic from a application standpoint. So while I got to build businesses, I also learned a lot from people around here, the ecosystem, the assignments, etc. Or the sales challenge that happened at Mesa. I'm sure the social media, a lot of folks might be aware that we had a sales challenge where we had to sell coffee on streets. So my team had gone to Church Street to sell coffee. And man, that was a surreal experience because I come from a finance background. I don't have any prior experience in sales. But that's when I realized how tough sales is as a profession. And also built a product while building Dabba Delights. So had to work on a website, had to work on product. We tried working on an app to create a Zomato, like I mentioned. So got to working on tech side of things, understood tech and how tech plays an important role in the value chain of a business.
So you're saying basically there is some method to the madness that happens here. Everybody comes with different skills, different gaps, different objectives, but at the end, when they get exposed to the different parts of the program, they all keep moving forward. They learn a lot. They get a chance to speak to the customer, do real things for them.
Yes.
While at the same time learning from their peer group, working on assignments, getting the best in classroom experience, which is designed specifically for startup ecosystem.
Yeah.
And then you get a chance to apply that in real time.
Yeah.
Got it. And then after that, you also did a full-time internship with a very promising fintech startup, right?
Yes.
So just talk to us about that experience as well.
Sure. So after building the startup that I wanted to move on to working with the startups, and that's when I think I've had 2 internships at Mesa here, and one of it was with a Series E fintech startup, which is due to go public in some time. That experience actually gave me a lot of clarity as to what I want next after Mesa. I had a view of things which I believe that I wanted, but that experience working with this conglomerate worked well for me because it gave me a clarity as to what I want and what I don't want. So Zomato, my internship paved way for Zomato in a way. So I spent about 3 months with the startup that I was with.
And I think they also extended a full-time offer to you.
Yeah. I spent about 3 months.
So why did you decide not to finally take up that offer?
I wanted to pursue, so while I thought that the industry and the problem statement excited me, it happened that once I've been there and spent some time there, I realized that probably B2B businesses don't excite me as much. as a consumer-facing business does. I wanted to be on the consumer front. I want to solve problems at the consumer level, which is why probably I didn't want to explore it further. That is the reason I had to make the call. But my experience there was fairly interesting because it gave me a clarity as to what I didn't want to pursue post-Mesa.
Got it. And how was your experience working there compared to, let's say, your experience pre-Mesa, where you were working in more structured, more corporate environment? I'm sure it also gave you a lot of flavor about working in any startup, right? And also another chance for you to apply whatever you learned at Mesa into something more real. Like, is that true?
It's true. Coming from a structured environment, I think I had a 180-degree flip here at Mesa, both in terms of at Mesa, my journey at Mesa, and now the place that I am at. So from a learning standpoint, Mesa has given me a good kickstart to the role that I am currently pursuing, and everything that I've done at Mesa has contributed to shaping me better. It's helping me in some way of sorts to at the current role that I am at Zomato. And customer experience, like I mentioned, I enjoy working on consumer-facing roles, and having built a consumer-facing business myself here at Mesa, and experiencing the intricacies of dealing with B2B players, I think I took the best of both. And now I also deal with merchants, I also deal with consumers, I also deal with delivery partners. So overall, all these experiences here in these last 18 months have shaped me to get my work done better here at Zomato.
Got it. And then just tell us a bit more about your, so you talked about building a business here. You talked about your learning experience inside the class and the curriculum. You talked about, your internship where you learned a lot, right? And then it also helped you discover a bit more about what you want to do and what are the reasons. Yeah. Tell us a bit more about, when you decided not to take that full-time offer after the internship. You had to, come back and prepare again for, let's say, a career track or for more interviews, right? So how did that process happen? What sort of help or support you needed and was provided? What worked for you?
I remember that time when I was making that hard call of whether quitting or continuing with the startup that I was working with. I was in two minds, honestly. And I was also skeptical whether after leaving the place that I was working with, will I lead to where I want to be, and will Mesa be able to help me out here? But I took the leap of faith, and I spoke to Mesa. I spoke to you. I spoke to Varun. I spoke to Parth. Right? All of you have given me enough push to even trusted me enough that I'll get to the place where I want to be and probably make a hard call. So I did that, and right from the day I quit, it took me about 10-15 days to crack my next job here at Zomato. And all through 15 days, I've gotten the support that I wanted, that I seeked. Given the 18 months journey and my internship journey, I knew where my areas of improvement were, and I got the support that I needed from Mesa. In those 15 days, I remember that I did not sleep. I did not focus on anything else but the areas of improvement that I wanted to get to. And those 15 days have shaped me and equipped me enough for me to land to the place where I am at. So I knew where I wanted to be at, what kind of organization I wanted to be a part of, what problem statements I want to solve, what kind of people I want to work with. So this clarity I had from Mesa itself. And beyond the curriculum and the structure that Mesa offered, I also happened to identify where my strengths lie and where my areas of improvement were. And thanks to Mesa, the support that was extended beyond the curriculum in helping me get better in the areas of improvement. For example, I remember I needed some help around case study prep, and the coaches and mentors that were assigned beyond the curriculum that was there at Mesa helped me prepare me better for these places that I was targeting. And also the career coaches happened to guide me give me a holistic view as to where and what do I seek post Mesa. Having conversations with these folks, all my mentors and coaches, gave me a much clear direction, helped me focus on my key areas of improvement, strengthened my communication skills, helped me prepare for cases, helped me also identify and target specific startups. Of course, the criteria that I set myself were a big gambit, and these coaches and this extended helped me narrow down to a to a certain set of list and helped me target things much better. So I think Zomato also was a part of that target and helped me get to where I am today.
Got it. Got it. And just talk a bit more about, I remember one of our chats where you said that, you're using this 3-part framework on what sort of place you want to be. I think it was about role,
Yeah.
people, and the impact or the problem. So just talk a bit more about that.
Sure. So I was clear with where I want to be post Mesa. So I had that framework in mind of sorts. So I followed a 3-step framework. One is whichever organization I'm going to be a part of next. I look at it from a 3-step process standpoint. So I want to be in a place where I work with smart people. I am solving a meaningful problem that a larger audience care about. And the role that I am, it drives impact to the consumers, to the internal employees, to external stakeholders. It could be anybody. So I think people, problem statement, and role were the primary metrics that I was chasing, and which is what I received to from Mesa and after Mesa, that the place I land, this is what I want to accomplish.
I think it's very important to think of
Yeah.
a framework for you, right? Like not everybody has to have the same framework, but I think as long as everybody has a framework for themselves, they can actually make the right choices, make the right decisions, because some of these are, we have to start thinking about career as a journey rather than a point in time. We have to think about, why are we taking this up? How is it helping me do more of what I want to do and less of what I don't want to do? And how will this make me better over time to do more of what I want to do, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a very, people don't think much about their career choices, and sometimes they optimize for metrics that shouldn't be optimized for. And I think the framework, any framework actually, is helpful in making that choice and making sure that you're making the right choice for the right time horizon. You're not optimizing for a very short period of time. So I think this is very, very helpful, Jaydev. I know a lot of students must be reaching out to you as they apply for our 3rd cohort. When you look back at your own journey, when you look at your cohort mates, if I were to ask you, who should be applying to Mesa and who should not be applying to Mesa, what would you say?
Anybody who wants to, who thrives in chaos, who likes a fast-paced environment, who wants to work with people who find meaning in what they do, I think Mesa is a great place to be at. Mesa in some sorts attracts this set of target audience that usually have a mindset of, right? So anybody who's seeking these as their primary metrics, I think Mesa is a great place to be at. And given the curriculum structure, the hands-on learning, learning while doing, applying while doing. So anybody who's interested in this segment, the fast-paced environment, this ecosystem, I think Mesa is the right place to be at.
Who should not apply to Mesa?
Yeah, on the contrary, those who seek comfort in what they're doing, those who enjoy SOPs, those who enjoy structure, those who enjoy the 9 to 5 that we call, right? I think for those set of audience, Mesa would not be the ideal place. I would probably not fit in here, which is why I think which is what I feel is an important call before you join a B school, which everybody has to think about, right? I did that too. While before joining Mesa, I had a lot of thoughts, and I also did a personality fit check, whether is this what I'm seeking right after my B school. Everybody comes with a certain outcome in their mind. Everybody's chasing something out of their lives, and a B school helps them get there. And identifying the environment in which you want to be at, I think that's a crucial step before joining a B school or not.
Oh, I think any advice you would have for people who are applying to Mesa this year? Any insider advice? Any tip?
Advice to people who are joining Mesa
Or who are applying to Mesa this year?
Planning to Mesa this year. Yeah, I think if in hindsight now, if I were to look back at my journey, and the advice that I'd give to the folks who are willing to apply and who are interested to be a part of this ecosystem, be okay with discomfort. There are going to be days where you're going to be put in uncomfortable positions. You're going to face a lot of discomfort in your the environment that you are. Take it as a challenge. Take it as a learning curve. Take it as a step that you want to get better, and just enjoy the chaos that's happening around while seeking help. I'd also index more on seeking help. Mesa has always been there in terms of anything that we want, anything that we were seeking, that we wanted to improve ourselves for. And be it career prep, be it communications, be it a coursework that we were doing, be it a business that I've built. I think I've gotten help from Mesa at every step of the way that I've been a part of. And for those who ask help will be granted here. So I think that's the key takeaway from those who are applying to Mesa. Just be okay with discomfort. Be clear with what you want, out of Mesa, what you seek to achieve out of Mesa, and the rest will be taken care of. The help that is needed to get there, I think Mesa is a great place to be at.
Great. No, on that note, thank you, Jaydev, so much for being here. And I think you've flown in from Hyderabad. Thank you for that. We hope to see more of you back on campus. Hopefully you can take a session with our students sometime soon.
Thank you so much, Ankit. It was my pleasure being here.
Great. Thank you.